All new pro wrestling show, man oh man, we discuss everything what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. From the Raw Ring Report, where huge announcement from Mr. McMahon Claus. You won't believe what he had made. Plus the SmackDown Ring Report, where things are shuffling down, and you will see an impressive side AJ Styles that we never thought we'd see. And Hot Topics, where is a wrestling company about to make a play to buy another wrestling company? You will want to know and find out as All New Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Everyone, welcome to again edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Welcome again. I hope everyone had a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas. We're ushering in 2019 with a bang. 2019 will be coming. This is the last Pro Wrestling Show for the year 2018. What a phenomenal year we had, and we thank you, the fans, for watching. Don't forget to join in the conversation using that hashtag Pro Wrestling Show, acronym PSW, here on Connect. Let's get started with the Raw Ring Report. Alright, on the Raw Ring Report, Raw kicked out the night before Christmas with a bang, a spectacular. Raw kicked off with Elias performing his songs and getting ready for his match, competing against Lashley in a Miracle on 34th Street match. Ain't that some Christmas gimmickly style match? Well, Elias, it was a lot of shenanigans. Elias brought out Legos. Well, that was Lashley. He brought out the Legos to attack Elias, but Lashley paid for it in the long run. Canes, Christmas gifts, unwrapping stuff. Even Lashley got hit with a bowling ball. But at the end, Elias won, got his comeuppance over Lashley and Leo Rush. Leo Rush even had his own milk and cookies, where Elias like to say Leo Rush looks like a kid. So Elias gets the victory over that. Plus, the Raw Tag Team titles were on the line as champions. The Bobby Roode and Chad Gable defending their titles against the challengers, the Revival, Dash and Dawson Wilder, for the tag team titles. A great traditional wrestling classic match, traditional styles. You can tell the Revival reminds you of the Anderson brothers or the Midnight Express that love to smash mouth wrestling. And Rude and Gable are the same way like that. They're amateurs. Rude from TNA was a smash mouth wrestler, a brawler. Gable, academic wrestler, amateur wrestler, I meant to say. And he has that technique too. But at the end, the tag team champions still retain their gold. And let's hope we get another sampling of that match again down the road. Also, a triple threat match between Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler, who were the best of friends. Now they're enemies, now they're frenemies. Back and forth match, going back and forth. But at the end, Finn Balor wins. But then there was also saying reports that Finn Balor might get a push. Now, we don't know if he's going to get a push for the Intercontinental Championship. That's what likely I can see him down the road going for. So don't be surprised here. We told you here first that Finn Balor gets a push for the Intercontinental Championship. And also Drew McIntyre also made the announcement that he will be entering the Royal Rumble match. So, hey, more than the merrier. Drew McIntyre now, our Truth, who won the Mixed Match Challenge, who gets to cover the number 30 spot at the Royal Rumble. Also, after the match, McIntyre attacked Dolph Ziggler, which in essence turns to this, where Mr. McMahon, dressed as Santa Claus, made the match that Ziggler and McIntyre will have another match, but this time Santa's going to give them the fans what they want, and it's going to be a steel cage match between the two to settle their differences once and for all in a steel cage match. So, hey, we'll see this feud ended. Also, Mr. McMahon Claus also made mention that John Cena will be returning to both Raw and SmackDown next week. So what's in store for John Cena heading to Raw and SmackDown as you know as a free agent? Also, Mr. McMahon Claus made a historic announcement that sends shockwaves around the world that the WWE will indeed have women's tag team titles coming in the near future. So as you can see here, all these that everyone from Bayley, Sasha, everyone is gearing up for the possibility of the inaugural women's tag team champions coming. But we'll see how this goes coming soon. Also, meanwhile, on Raw, Paul Heyman sing Christmas carols, and Braun Strowman came out and told Heyman that you tell your boy Brock Lesnar that at the Royal Rumble I'm taking his title, and left Heyman dressed as a elf, a reindeer, or something like that. And we'll see that. Also, the B team was in the Christmas spirits doing backstage vignettes. And then I kind of rewind it back, and the B team did it last year, so the B team reprising their roles as just bringing Christmas joy again. Also, Ronda Rousey defended her Raw Women's Championship against Natalya. Their friendship was being put to the test in this match. Great matchup from both women. At the end, Ronda Rousey won the match and still remains as Raw Women's Champion. So, is there slightly going to be a heelish turn from Natalya coming soon? We'll see, but I think it's coming real soon than you think, because with what they did with Nikki and Brie, turn on Ronda, they befriended her, and she got backstabbed, so it's coming. It's coming. Also, Heath Slater went against his former teammate Jinder Mahal in a one-on-one match, and at the end, Heath Slater reunited with Rhino because that was his Christmas wish to have his best friend back, his tag team partner Rhino back in his side. And Rhino appeared as Santa Claus at the end. And finally, the main event of the evening was Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins getting his revenge on Baron Corbin, as Baron Corbin blamed Seth Rollins for starting this feud, starting him from not being ousted out of power. And he want to take his frustration out on Rollins, and he did so. Rollins won the match. So it was a decent show, but Raw was down 2 million viewers, so Raw didn't get as much views as they liked before it was live. But a lot of people was complaining about that. So hey, it is what it is. All right, that ends the Raw Ring Report. Let's move over to the SmackDown Ring Report. The Blue Brand hosted its Christmas Day version of the show, where R-Truth and Carmella, dressed as Santa Claus and Elf or Mrs. Claus, however you want to out there in TV world like to put it, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and stuff. But instead got interrupted by WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. Nevertheless, Daniel Bryan came out there and told R-Truth that he didn't have a chance of winning the Royal Rumble because he didn't know how to count to 30. And R-Truth tried to count to 30, but Daniel Bryan, with an ambush out of nowhere, attacked R-Truth and left R-Truth laying in the ring. And I don't know what this is going to be, left a message for the R-Truth. Speaking of that, a man that Daniel Bryan has a thorn in his side, Mustafa Ali, competed against Andrade Cien with Selena Vega at ringside. Mustafa Ali, the newest rising star on SmackDown, defeated Cien quick, fast, and instant. That made me wonder that and then after the match, Ali got attacked by Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan said he doesn't deserve to be on SmackDown. It made me wonder, like, is this coming for being a Royal Rumble match between the two coming soon? We don't know. Allegedly, I'm thinking it's going to be a Royal Rumble match because that's technically who Daniel Bryan's feuding with right now. AJ Styles is kind of out the picture, but we'll get to AJ Styles later on down the road right quick. Also, a huge 8-man tag team match where the Usos teamed up with the Good Brothers, Anderson and Gallows, to take on Sanity and the SmackDown Tag Champions, The Bar. Well, Anderson and Gallows picked up the win, and Anderson and Gallows look forward to getting a tag team title shot down the road. And also, New Day was out there and commentating wearing their Santa Claus gear. So that was kind of weird. Also, The Miz welcomed Shane McMahon to sit down and talk about changes that's going on in the company, where Shane informed the crowd that the McMahon family are listening. Now they want more input, more authority to give to the fans. Well, Miz decided to take it to another level. Miz said that he thought his father never loved him, his father never appreciated him, and Miz said that he wanted to be Shane McMahon's partner to fulfill that destiny that is for his father. And said Shane McMahon do crazy things like jump out of cages, jump out of everything, flying out across the place. Shane McMahon agreed, and now Miz and Shane McMahon are tag team partners, but we don't know where this is gonna go. So we're to see how this go and how this fare. Will this lead to a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between the two, winning the titles over the bar, over some tag team? I won't be surprised. That's kind of the direction they want to go. Also, Jeff Hardy beat Samoa Joe after Samoa Joe had berated him, had said that he's an alcoholic, he's doing drugs, his old past, berating his past, and Jeff Hardy counteracted and said, "Hey Joe, you've been here for 2 years and you haven't won a title ever since." Well, Jeff Hardy gets the last laugh, defeated Samoa Joe, but at the end, Samoa Joe got his receipt and just started beating down Jeff Hardy to a bloody pulp. So, speaking of that, Mandy Rose tries to flirt with Naomi's husband Jimmy, and Naomi stopped everything in sight and put her to her place. But they talking about reports now that Mandy Rose is in favor for a push. So we'll see what Mandy Rose. She's beautiful, she's smart, she's talented, she has a good looking body. Why not? But Mandy Rose is the perfect total package. We don't know if Mandy Rose is going to be considered into the women's tag team title contention with her partner Sonya Deville. They make a good team together. Sonya more of the brawler, Mandy is more of the beauty. And finally, in the main event of the SmackDown Christmas edition of the show, Rusev challenged Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. Hard fought match out. It was like move after move. Rusev with a kick, Shinsuke with a kick, strikes, punches, you name it, they was doing it. And at the end, Rusev won the United States Championship for a third time. I believe third time. Rusev, a 3-time United States champion. You have to be impressed by Rusev. Rusev Day. Rusev won on his birthday, and congratulations in order for Rusev winning on his birthday, on Rusev Day, the true Rusev Day. That's amazing. You win on your birthday. Hey, good for him. Good for him a lot. And then finally, SmackDown ended with a segment that many people didn't see coming. Well, AJ Styles approached Mr. McMahon, and they was in the talk and discussion. And Mr. McMahon wanted to see AJ Styles' ruthless aggression. Mr. McMahon wanted to see who truly was AJ Styles, and saying that Daniel Bryan's coming in, taking over his house, taking over everything that he built upon his reputation. Well, Mr. McMahon is saying that he doesn't see that ruthless aggression as AJ Styles. AJ Styles, got offended for a minute, but he shook out of it. Mr. McMahon did the only thing he could do to motivate you, and he slapped him. AJ Styles struck back with a forearm, leaving the chairman down, motionless for a moment, and trying to bark anybody to come and get AJ away from him. And AJ felt was restrained by the officials. And AJ, Mr. McMahon kind of laid there like he had his own little orgasm or something. I don't know what, but I think he finally wants to see that out AJ, and I think he did. So I don't know if AJ Styles will be a good guy or a bad guy, or just going to be showing new aggression from AJ Styles. Well, we'll see what we see from there. All right, that is the SmackDown Ring Report. When we return, we're going to have hot topics. You don't want to go nowhere. This is Pro Wrestling Show. Stay tuned. Back to the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs here. Joining that conversation right here. PSW acronym for Connect for Pro Wrestling Show. I meant to say here on Connect TV. Where you like the little icon right there, the little power icon, our symbol, our logo, our identity. So glad you're here. Glad you joined us back. All right, let's get to hot topics. On hot topics this week, the Bella Twins. Man, hit 2 million subscribers on YouTube. An impressive record from Bella Twins. They are up there with Impact Wrestling. They ain't up there with WWE, but they are close. But congratulations are in order for the Bella Twins. Nikki and Brie. Last time we saw them was at WWE Evolution, and that was it. After losing Ronda. All right. And Road Warrior Animal believes Becky Lynch should stop calling herself the Man. Well, Becky Lynch took offense to that, and Becky Lynch wrote this on Twitter about the Road Warrior. The Road Warrior Animal just don't care. Be honest with you, he's kind of in his own league, Becky. Becky Lynch takes that man stuff seriously, so it is what it is for her. Also, Austin Aries reunited his feud with John Morrison. Now, last time we saw these two together was at Impact's Bound for Glory, where Impact won the world title from Aries, and Aries was never heard from again until now. And Aries wrote this tweet about he needed to move on to the new pursuit. So he's doing reference to this new channel that Impact's going to be on. But speaking of that, let's get to it. Impact Wrestling finds a new TV home in one of Anthem's channel, Pursuit. Now, when I first heard about this, I was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Now, I have cable subscription, but at the same time, I'm not going to be able to see Impact after during January 11th. And it's like you have a rabid audience. How are you going to find other outlets for me to find you and watch you? Because I'm a supporter of you, but then you found this network that's outdoor network in God's somewhere in Alabama. Y'all partner with them because y'all had to find male demographic. Which that's fine. Then with Spike was on, they was on male demographic, but they don't have a reach as like a Spike, Paramount Network, or Pop TV, or Destination America with those channels where Impact was on. And I was hoping that Impact was going to be on WG in America, but that's not the case because WG in America definitely needs programming. They just didn't take Impact under consideration. True TV, okay, but then they want to do with comedy and DUI and social media stuff, which you would think the Impact should be going that direction, either those two directions. And then you knew they weren't going to go with Sci-Fi because Sci-Fi didn't want because the USA owns sister station. So it's sort of like Impact just in a pickle. And then they say like, the Impact people are trying to put a spin on us, and this is a good direction. It is because it's in house with your own. The company that owns Impact can run Impact and have it without worrying about them, and then they have that option to find places to go the distance and try to find networks. But I think Impact, whoever negotiated that deal, that's a shitty deal. That's not a good deal. I would have wanted them to be on somewhere that I know that they can get a reach from a satellite perspective and from a cable perspective. Mainly cable, because that's what the audience are. Cable. They want to do that. They could have even went to Netflix or somewhere, or Hulu, or Amazon Prime or something. They ain't someone that in Impact and somebody in that management. I think Impact's trying, but somebody out in that world, that little bubble, who owns Impact, they're not thinking wide range. They're not thinking broad. They're not thinking, invest. They're not thinking that reach, depth, that depth appeal. They like, oh, we own this network. The Anthem people, they own that channel, the Pursuit channel, and this is good for them, but it's not a big reach. Like, why Pursuit not having with Spectrum? Why Pursuit not with these cable like Charter or Cox and them? So 20% more. It's just like every year, it's like losing. It's not gaining no traction. It's just like somebody needs to. And then we found out now, recently, breaking news, that Impact got turned down reportedly with the Wrestling Observer, saying that they wanted AEW to buy them so they can start back over the new company and absorb the people from Impact into AEW, but AEW is not interested. So it's just, I don't know what to say. It's just getting, Impact just had to find their niche. And then we heard now rumors that Don Callis, the executive vice president and the color commentator, saying that Impact can get more sexier, more edgier, more. Yeah. Now y'all trying to be like ECW now, or the Attitude Era, And I get that, but y'all don't have a reach. And it's gonna be hard to catch up with storylines and stuff. Like, I don't know what to say. They went to an outdoor network, and those people on that channel want to hear about fishing, hunting, and deering, and all that stuff, outdoor stuff. Well, it'd be across their mind not think about wrestling. So I don't know what's going on. More power to them, but they should have just, like I said, Fight Network. They said the Fight Network was lost UFC, and they needed something to keep that base going, and so they got Impact, but I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's just losing value every day. And I don't want to say that, but it is. But, stuff like that. Hopefully Impact gets his stuff together and they know what they're doing. And I know some of the people ain't agreeing to it. So it's mixed to everybody out there. So, Impact Wrestling. Try if you gonna do that, I understand, but then again, find other outlets for people who has cable and they can't watch you no more. Find like streaming outlets like Amazon Prime. I'm giving you ideas. Amazon Prime, Hulu, so Roku or something, stuff like that. That you get paid subscription, you get paid by them. So it is what it is from them. Also, Cody Rhodes, finally, Cody Rhodes said he's not scrambling at the fact that WWE, he's not going back to WWE. So Cody Rhodes is going to do this venture with the Young Bucks, and they're going to do AEW reportedly. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm rooting for them. The Khan family from the Jacksonville Jaguars and the NFL franchise are sponsoring and funding this team. So, hey, good for them. So there's more competition out there, more wrestling out there than ever before. All right. That does it for the Pro Wrestling Show. I have been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. And we say this, Happy New Year. And we'll see you next week here on Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.